Hey guys, what is up? Kevin Cage back with another daily cryptocurrency video. Like and sub if you like what you see, and let's get right into it today. So before going over this post on the NASDAQ, which may or may not be good news for you guys, or new news, I should say, I apologize. I wanted to start off by giving a shout out to the XRP Minute YouTube channel. They just hit 1,000 subscribers. Chip is a great guy. Again, daily XRP news. They try to summarize it. They do live streaming. Again, and he recently just gave away 500 XRP. So again, if you're not subscribed and you are a true XRP, community member, and you're interested in getting, kept up to date with various sources, making sure that you're getting various sources, not just being biased towards one or two YouTubers or perhaps blogs or articles, I highly, highly, highly recommend you guys check out the channel. Always great content, good enthusiasm, and just good overall information and understanding of this nascent marketplace. So, appreciate it, Chip, and just wanted to give you a personal shout out there. Next, again, guys, so I'm going to kind of be talking about some, hype, a little bit of speculation in this video. I'll try to keep it short and sweet because I just recorded a long one. But right here, Cryptic Life. Look at XRP trending on NASDAQ with the big boys. Ripple handling business. Global adoption incoming. Better get your ducks in a row. And as we can see here, we got NASDAQ, we got XRP listed right next to Apple stock, and then even the Dow. It just makes you wonder. The data is not currently available. But there's just so many conspiracies. If you guys haven't seen the new video that Sam I Am made to the lifeboats on YouTube, just talking about, the quantum financial world. I apologize if I butchered that. I watched the video about 2 or 3 times though on 2x speed. Guys, there's all kinds of conspiracies out there. It's good to inform yourself, but remember, take everything with a grain of salt. There's conspiracies from that to a giant financial reset, all the way to, tying XRP to the actual value of gold today and, stabilizing it above $1,400 per XRP. Like, I know that's crazy talk. Again, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but we just don't know. Is that a year out, 10 years out? It's anybody's guess. What I'm saying, though, and as, I guess a contrarian investor or even just gambling, based off of, the all-time high of XRP at almost $4, let's just say $3.50, even though it was higher based on the average or the exchange you use, we can safely assume that it'll tend to, replicate that. Again, with utility that happened with complete speculation, no use case even live yet. And again, we have all kinds of companies incentivizing the XRP ecosystem. We got Spring putting hundreds of millions of dollars into, not only just different web monetization incentives, just like Coil's working on, but gaming industries, music, you name it. Along with R3, just working on trade finance, getting closer to production, talking about Marco Polo with test phasing on the 23rd of next month. I believe that Bakkt will push, of course, Bitcoin's price up because it's forcing them to actually buy Bitcoin to actually activate these futures contracts, which is bullish as ever. In the past, Bitcoin futures did not actually do that. So it was a lot of false hype, but this is actually legitimate hype now for the cryptocurrency space. So it wouldn't surprise me, by end of year to see Bitcoin reach all-time highs again. And I'm hoping that would bring XRP up. If not, that's fine. I'm willing to wait for XRP to finally go because they're going to launch. And in terms of trillions of market cap for XRP alone, long term, no doubt. And I believe that's going to be sustainable, whereas Bitcoin might fluctuate a lot more. All right, so anything is possible. Just wanted to talk about that. Next, this is just about XRP_Anderson. He had a really good blog, and again, he has a website, neospeculate.com. Go ahead and check that out. But he was just talking about the connections between the IMF and the central banks, and I talked about that in the last video I made. I just want to go over a few quotes that I liked and just put into a thread for him, so thank you so much. But let's kind of go over this. So, specific labels mean a lot, so don't just think this is by accident. There is a reason why Ripple refuses to call XRP a cryptocurrency, but calls it a digital asset or a crypto asset. Crypto asset or, using cryptography. And a reason that the World Bank specifically calls XRP a supranational currency. It does make you wonder. And here's the article linked below in this tweet. You can, check that out. And right here, with having XRP as settlement between all central banks, there would not be a need for all these bilateral relationships with swap lines in the same way. And I highly recommend you check out his article on Medium. It'll actually show the illustration of all these swap lines and how inefficient it is today. Right here, this is big, guys. This is bullish. This is straight from Ripple. At the Bangkok FinTech Fair of 2018, and hopefully I say his name right, Sagar Sarbai, I swear I've heard it pronounced before, from Ripple stated that Ripple works with 40 to 50 central banks. This is a very strong statement at the time, since only a handful of central banks were known to have been working with Ripple at that time. Now, does that scream XRP? No, I'm not saying that. So please don't, say this is pure hype. But again, they're actually talking. Remember, Ripple, it's a unicorn company, well over $1 billion in valuation. This is not just some startup. They've already been known to have legitimate relationships with the top 15, like 15 of the top 50 central banks, I should clarify. And again, this is legitimate. This is the most, in terms of speculation, it's still the biggest asset with the highest upside. In terms of utility, likewise. All right, right here, they're trying to create this relationship with the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, in the center of all central banks and all payments being routed through the central banks for safety as well as tracking reasons. I believe a new financial system is being implemented where the IMF, the central banks, and Ripple's technology with XRP is at the center of it all. Boom. Right here, we got Michael Zischek on YouTube, just on his Twitter post. I'm sure he'll clarify and actually do a great YouTube video on this in a little bit, but I just wanted to hear your guys' thoughts as well. So right here, actually, we have it on XRPL, so xrpledger.org, and it's under the payments. And it says XRP payment channels might even scale to well over 100,000 transactions per second. With 2011 hardware, 70,000 signatures could be verified. I guess that'll do for even Visa and MasterCard together. And that's very true. And I forgot the actual, throughput and need for Visa and MasterCard, but it's well below that number. And again, as we see here on the xrpledger.org website, we can actually just confirm that, what Michael is referring to. So right here, because claims can be verified individually but settled in bulk later, payment channels make it possible to conduct transactions at a rate only limited by the participant's ability to create and verify the digital signatures of those claims. This limit is primarily based the speed of the participant's hardware and the complexity of the signature algorithms. For maximum speed, use, and that's ED 25519 signatures, which are faster than XRP Ledger's default SECP 2561 ECSDA signatures. Research has demonstrated the ability to create over 100,000 signatures per second and to verify over 70,000 per second. And remember the difference between on-chain and off-chain TPS as well. So again, I'm sure Zischek will, do a good video covering this. We can see the payment channel lifecycle, and I'm pretty excited to see if he has any content or any additional input into this, because on the technical side, this is his forte. Next, Alex Cobb just releasing this, I guess this was this morning, on xrpdaily.com, the xrpdaily.com, great website. And DBS Bank labels Ripple as the cheapest way to send cross-border payments. Nice to hear a major bank like this acknowledge that Ripple is the best route for cross-border payments. It's pretty crazy to see some good news for Ripple, am I right? That actually gets in the news. So right here, DBS Bank was founded in '68, has $333 billion in assets, 24,000 employees, and brings in about $10 billion in revenue per year. And again, they have a subsidiary called DBS Bank India. And right here, highlighted some points for us: low-cost routing. And then right here, for cross-border payments, the order is SWIFT is the most expensive, shocker, and most unreliable as well. Cross-border ACH, cheaper, but then Ripple is named the cheapest. Ripple is an example of a fintech looking to disrupt the correspondent banking for cross-border payments at commercial scale. And I think they're being extremely conservative, trying to acknowledge them but not give them too much acknowledgement. Ripple's already disrupting. They've been disrupting since 2012. That's my thought. All right, right here, shared by X1R3P1. I have no idea. Wonder if this is just another Riddler. It's so random. But anyways, Spring Investing and Securitized by, and right here we have the director of Spring. It's Vanessa Pestrito. And right here, security tokens on public blockchains such as the XRPL. And warning, this article is from 2018, but I want to cover it. So Spring decentralized finance continues to be an active area of interest. Decentralization enables permissionless behavior and the freedom to exchange and program value. Right here, just want to finish off with this. Today, transferring ownership of a private security is costly, slow, and has potential errors. So they're finding a solution. Securitize is unlocking liquidity in the trillion-dollar private securities market with compliant and easily tradable assets. We believe the ability to trade tokenized securities and assets is in demand, and removing the friction, all about removing the friction, making it easier from the existing process will enable greater liquidity and innovative financial products and services. This is where the price will come. There was something I wanted to cover here. Talking about the protocol. Guys, I mean, remember, the key is all about liquidity. And then right here, as I skipped over this, the value will only be realized if the assets can be traded and programmed seamlessly to 1. Increase volume, 2. Liquidity. However, issuing assets permissionlessly without meeting regulatory requirements will put the asset at risk, therefore limiting adoption and inhibiting the true potential of free market flows. That's the key to all of this. We're still waiting on regulatory clarity, confirmation. They're not going to be putting trillions, on the line to risk. So again, I know you might hate that answer, but put on your big boy pants because that's how the world works. With that, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, share it around on Twitter. It does help with the YouTube algorithm to get views. And again, we are growing, at least on the speculative side of the XRP army. But again, it really doesn't matter because this is taking off with or without us. And again, we have no idea how long it will take. It could be tomorrow, could be in a few years. But with that, guys, I'll see you in the next video.